and welcome back to my channel. So today I am raw and real with you all in this intro. I am not wearing any makeup just because I haven't done it in a while, and I feel like everyone should be comfortable in their own skin, and I know I am. So I just wanted to be really real with you all and show you all what I look like the majority of the time. Most of the time I don't wear makeup all that often. But anyway, into today's video, I am going to be reviewing the Royals palette from the brand Bad Habit. If you all had seen my Hush haul that I posted a week or so ago, then you probably would have saw this palette in it. And I've actually had time to play with it, and I didn't want to just show you all my first impressions. I really want to gather my thoughts on the products that I received and really be truthful and honest with you all, and actually have time to play with it and really gather my opinions. So I'm actually going to be doing my full face in this video also, along with trying out this palette. So I just moisturized my face with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel, and this is what this looks like. I've been using this so much lately. I really like this moisturizer just because it is wintertime and my skin is really dry. So this really helps with the dryness. So if you all have dry skin, definitely check this out. So to prime my face, I'm also going to be using a oil-based primer, which I tend to like to use these when it is winter. My skin is really dry. I just don't like matte primers when it is wintertime. That is just me personally. I don't want to suck the life out of my skin even more. So I'm going to be using the NYX Hydro Touch Oil Primer. And here's what it looks like. I have not heard anyone talk about this before, so I was kind of a little bit leery about whether or not to purchase it, but I did purchase it and I actually really like it. So it just comes in this like a drop applicator, and then you just press this little button to like disperse like the excess out, and then I'm just gonna apply this all over my face. So now that I have primed my skin, this is normally what it looks like because it gives you kind of like a shine to your skin. Just gives it a little bit of life, unlike those matte primers that literally suck the life out of your face. That is why I really like this. It leaves your skin really smooth and it looks very like glowy and natural. So for concealer today, this isn't a new one. I may have mentioned it in a video before, but it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Sorry, this one looks so gross, but it is in the shade Light. And a little bit of a hack for you all is that if your concealer is a little bit dark for your skin, then apply it before you apply your foundation and you won't even be able to tell. And then I'm just gonna put it on my little acne scars that I have. And then I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and surprise, it is not stained. So I'm just going to blend all of this out. So next I'm going to be applying my foundation, and it is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 112, which is Natural Ivory. I did actually go back to the store and get a lighter shade because this does oxidize. So just a little bit of a tip for you all, get a shade or two lighter. So I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand and then work it in with a beauty blender. Now that my foundation is done, and it does look a little bit lighter than my skin, but trust me you all, it does oxidize like a lot. So next I am going to be applying a translucent powder, and of course it is going to be my favorite powder. It is the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder by Too Faced, and I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes. Alright, so I just kind of left the excess powder on my eyes just for a few minutes or so, and I also have it all over my shirt. But I'm now going to be using the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I absolutely love this product. I totally recommend it to you all, and it is so easy to use. Okay, so now that I have contoured just a little bit, I'm going to brush off the excess powder that I have on my face. And I'm just going to set everything once again. Okay, so next up I am just going to be using some bronzer, and of course it is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. Sorry, it is super gross, but I love it and I've been using it a lot. And I'm just going to kind of bronze up. I'm not going to really contour, I'm just going to more like bronze my face. Next, I'm just going to go back in with that brush that I used to set my face, and I'm just going to go over those spots so they aren't as harsh. And then next, I'm going to be applying a little bit of blush, and I'm going to be using a Tarte blush. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Feisty, and I use this so much. And I'm just going to take a like fluffy powder brush and just barely put some on. Okay, and so now I'm going to move on to highlighter. I'm of course going to be using a Becca highlighter, and it is in the shade Champagne Pop. It is the one that Jaclyn Hill collaborated with Becca on. And I'm just going to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. So next we are going to work on the eyebrows, and I've actually changed my brow routine a little bit. Normally I used to just wear gel and that was about it, but I have switched it up just a little bit, and I have started using the IT Brow Power Invisible Eye Pencil. So if you all maybe dye your brows a lot, or just want to change the shade of your brow often, like with a pencil, like you like using a couple different pencils, like a lighter one or a darker one or whatever, then this will probably be great for you, because the more pressure you put, the darker the pencil is. So you can really customize it to the brow color that you would like. So it's not like you'll have to buy a separate pencil or anything like that. And so I'm just going to barely fill in the this part of my brow. Next, I'm of course going to be using my brow gel by Benefit, and this is the Gimme Brow in the shade 3, I believe. And I'm just going to put this all over my eyebrows just to kind of set them in place and keep them where they are, because I have some crazy eyebrows most of the time, and this really helps tame them. I have fuzz on my face. This really helps tame your eyebrows and kind of keep them locked in all day. You won't have to worry about those crazy eyebrow hairs. So now it is time to work on the eyes. So I'm going to be using the Royals palette that I mentioned in the beginning, and this is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette that everyone adores. And here's what it looks like. Obviously you all can probably tell that this is a dupe, at least the colors are, and we're about to test out whether the formula is as great. But to be honest, I can't really tell you all if it is greater than the Modern Renaissance palette or not, just because I do not own the Modern Renaissance palette, and I feel like that would be kind of like unfair if I were to tell you all, oh, this is better than the Modern Renaissance palette, because I personally don't know. So if you all have tried this out and you own the Modern Renaissance palette, then definitely leave a comment down below saying your thoughts and opinions comparing the two. I love to read y'all's comments of what you think about these products. So first, I'm just going to be taking my Precision shader brush by the brand Luxie, and this is the 239 brush, and I'm just going to be taking this shade right here called Opulent, this light beige, and I'm going to put this in my crease. Okay, and next I'm going to take the darker tan shade Noble right here, and I'm just going to apply this in my crease as well. And next I'm going to be applying this shade called Air right here, and I'm also going to put this in my crease, but I'm kind of creating a gradient effect from lighter to darker, so I'm just going to keep this one lower than I kept the other two. And next I'm going to be applying the shade Monarch, this kind of darker orange shade, and I'm going to be putting this in the outer part of my crease. And next I'm going to be taking this purple shade right here. It is Majestic, and I'm going to put this on the outer part of my crease as well. And next I'm just going to take that other purple shade in this palette called Regal, I believe. Yes, and I'm going to put this kind of in the inner V of my eye, just kind of like popping it in there just a little bit. So I really like how this is looking so far, so I'm going to work on the lower lash line. So first I'm just going to be taking the shade Noble that we used at the beginning, and I'm going to run this underneath my lashes. And then I'm just going to take a little bit out of this purple shade right here and just put it on the outer part of my lower lash line, just kind of to connect the look together. Okay, so this is the eye look I created with the Royals palette. I would just like to say that this palette is $10 from Bad Habit, and I really believe that this palette really blends together very, very well, and all of these shades work great together. But this look is not finished, I don't believe. I am just going to apply some eyeliner, and I think I'm going to apply this shimmer shade right here, Queen, to my brow bone in my inner corner. So for eyeliner, I'm just going to be applying the Kat Von D liners and the Tarteist liner. I can't remember what this is called. The Tarteist Double Take Eyeliner to my lash line. Okay, so the eyeliner did not really come out how I wanted it, but that's just how it works sometimes. So I'm just going to be using the Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara. And I think I'm actually going to apply some false lashes today, just because the eyeliner is a little bit crazy, and that is how you just fix your eyeliner, you just distract them from it. So I'm just going to be applying some false eyelashes today. Okay, so here is the final look, and now I am just going to apply some lipstick. Whew, these lashes are big. These are the Tarte lashes in the shade, no, what is it called? The Style Goddess. Couldn't think of what it was called. And I am just going to apply some lipstick, and I think I'm actually going to use this like chubby lipstick, I guess that's what you want to call it. And it is the Nude Stick Magnetic Lip Color. And I'm just going to apply this first. Okay, and next for my lipstick, I'm just going to apply Candy K by Kylie Cosmetics over top of this lipstick. I do not like this lipstick combo. It's so dry. we're gonna have to try something else. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna try that nude stick in the shade Rose and just wear that. So I hope you all enjoyed this look. Personally, I really like this palette, the Royals palette by the brand Bad Habit. I really like the way these shades blended together and the way they really work together. The only complaint that I have is that there wasn't really a shimmer shade that I could use with this look to put on the lid. There wasn't like a maroon shade that I could use or something like that. There just wasn't a shade for this look. There is this light shimmer shade that I used in my inner corner, this one right here, and then there's this dark brown color, but I just didn't feel like that there was a shade meant for this look, and that's what I really personally don't like about this palette, is that there were a lot of shimmer shades that I could use. But overall, I really like this palette. I believe $10 is so affordable, but I can't really tell you all if it is a dupe for the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, because I do not have that palette like I mentioned. So you all should definitely purchase this palette, try it out. Even if it isn't better than the Modern Renaissance palette, which I don't know if it is or not, but I really think it has shades that have great quality, if that makes sense. The shades are really good quality, and I really like this palette, and I've been using it a ton lately. So I really suggest that you all check out this palette and check out Hush for all of their other palettes as well. So enough of me rambling. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below what you all think about this palette compared to the Modern Renaissance palette. So thank you all for watching. Bye.